Welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Village. Man, if you've been just binging the season, binging the episodes, I should say, for the series, um, it might just seem like this is yet another episode. In reality, I haven't played in quite a few months. Even the menu screen here is different, much more animated, very cool. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to checking out the new version. Like I said, it's been about, I think, 3 or 4 months now, perhaps longer, and they've added quite a lot of things to the game that I'm super excited to try out. Obviously, I know a lot of people have been continuing to play very happily throughout the last few months. I will say I did get a little bit tired of some of the repetitiveness when we were last playing. So I decided, good time to take a step back, let the game continue to develop. It is still in some semblance of early access, at least in my view. They have released their 1.0 already. In fact, we're already on 1.2.6. So yeah, I wanted to see what they got going on, and spoiler alert, apparently our sect leader can make babies now. Not by himself. So we'll see how all that goes. Maybe Zay can leave behind, a legacy, if you will. So anyway, the other thing that they added, and I thought I should point out, I was able to get the Jianghu World DLC. I believe this was free for a time. I'm not sure if it still is. You might have to look in the Steam DLC list for the game, right? But we do have this now. Fantasy City, I believe, was another one that we could have used, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it. I did apply to get, I believe, this one. But the key that the devs sent me was invalid. So anyway, we don't have that. Not a big deal. But I thought I'd point that out. We do have this DLC now. So hopefully my game will load. Full transparency, I have not opened the game since the last episode. So everything should be as we left it. Let's find out. This is the familiar menu screen that I'm looking for, yep. Not menu screen, I guess, splash art, if you will. So we'll see what we have going on. Man, it's kind of exciting. I haven't loaded in quite a while. Hopefully it does load. Alright, it does. Alright, so I'm gonna need some time to get my bearings straight, of course. A lot of this seems to be like I remember it. We've got tribulation clouds occurring over here. Our village folks are getting stronger all the time. Yep, and then they also announce who they are, with some Chinese text, of course, right? We do have our pet here still. He's a refining in the refining stage. I do remember they do have, obviously, quite a few different stages reflecting how progressed they are within... I guess you could consider it like within the law, but really it's more like just a generic cultivation state type thing they have going on in this game. So, if you're coming from ACS and this is your first time viewing this, it is very similar to ACS, Amazing Cultivation Simulator, the game that we play primarily on the channel, in that we are forming our own sect, if you will. It's called a village, Lost Village in this game in particular, but same general concept. We've got a bunch of people that are magically inclined. They train their bodies, their spirits, their techniques, gain artifacts, equipment, all that fancy stuff, try to become stronger, take out more things in the world. They did add a demonic boss towards the end of when we were last playing, so that's a thing. So it seems like perhaps they've spent a little bit more time improving the the English translations. So now we get to say, hey, today's the day that you die. Let me. We can tell them to just come back again in 15 years. That's awfully convenient. Anyway, let's fight them out. I'm sure this won't be too bad. We usually do quite well against these enemies, but they might have improved them too. I remember them being not too terribly difficult in the past, so... obviously, we still have our Master Zeikai. That's me, Sei. Nice to meet you. We also, of course, have Chunying. That was Zei's first girlfriend. We also added Serena Gem. Somehow, they all seem to be okay with the sect leader having multiple buddies, as it were. Don't ask me why, but... Anyway, we can bring 5 disciples. I think it's this way because in one of the modes you queue up 5 disciples, but then they use the same list of disciples for the same different types of, sect functions. Anyway, I'm not too confident that we'll succeed here, so I'm just going to add some people that I recall at least. Yujian, that name does sound familiar. This guy seems pretty good, too. I don't recall his name. Or, okay, her. I think she was probably a newer person, right? Anyway, if you're not too familiar with the game either way, here are the skills that we can equip. These are like the... Yeah, as it says, these are the arts. So these are like the general... I guess you could call them like skill trees, if you will. But then within each skill tree, you can select which individual skills you take. I think each skill book or skill tree has 3 different options. So you can really customize your characters in a lot of different ways. In addition, of course, they all have different traits and talents down here. Quite a lot to go through. We'll try to get back into that. I just want to fight something. See, hopefully it goes well, right? Hopefully they don't just blast me here. So I'm going to try to go for probably the people that appear to be the strongest. Maybe this guy, for instance. I'm mostly just checking to see what kind of combat traits they have to make that determination. Because I can't remember my characters anymore. I remember some names, Mei Bing, I remember Musan, definitely a good guy. I guess I could also look at the gear too, huh? Yeah, so Musan's pretty good. Obviously Chunying, yep, we got her in here. This guy's probably okay. I guess we don't really have a whole lot of fighters. Oh, never mind. So we do have some stronger guys down here too. Perhaps just not fully equipped or anything yet. Mei Ping, that name does sound familiar as well. Trying to get reacquainted. Muli, I do remember that name. Yufu, that name sounds familiar. I think that's the guy. Yeah, that's the What? Didn't we, like, change this guy's look or something at some point? I do recall that guy. I think we did some, despicable things to him at some point in the game. Muda... I think this might be a newer guy. He does have Heavenly Thunder, which is really good. So, yeah, we'll bring him in. At least I remember it being okay. Okay. Very well endowed toxic array user. She can be as toxic as she'd like. Yeah, the devs in this game use every liberty available to them. They know what they like. Yep. Cultured, I think, is what I've called them in the past. Very cultured. 25 disciples should be more than enough. We do have our artifact here, which we can equip with various special abilities that we can call upon in the battle. Just gonna leave it as is. I don't know exactly if they've... I'm sure they have rebalanced things, but let's just fight. Is this the invasion? Yeah, all seems to be translated now. Quite good. ASC meaning Ascension. Looks like Zeikai is still ridiculously godly. So that's cool. I remember you want to spend the energy to level up, but actually I don't think you need to for these Sect assaults, as you can see. Yeah, Zeikai is just kinda good. I guess is what we'll say there for that. Plus we have our little godly demonic aura thing floating overhead that just kind of smacks everything. Zeikai is about to die here. Let's bring in his two female compadres. Looks like they redid the artwork maybe for the Divine Beast. Looks like he got destroyed immediately. He was never that strong to begin with, so not a big deal. It says seized, but I think it just means that nothing was seized, so that's good. We do gain a little bit of faith for defending our spot. Perhaps a bit of prestige too. I can't remember exactly. Maybe faith is actually prestige. Could be. Anyway, Zeikai did all the work pretty much. Chunying did come in and help out a little bit, so that's cool. Obviously, it looks like we were way too strong for them there, so maybe we could get away with just using the 5 disciples in the future. Alright. Right, it takes you to the overworld map. Here we can actually send folks out to adventure, I recall. The demonic boss... oh, okay, there's actually 2 of them now, maybe. So, this demonic boss up here was a spider, if I recall. They only let you do it once an hour. You know, I guess because it's something that you need to limit artificially, right? I think there was some kind of bug where you could actually change your system time in order to continue to go in repeatedly. Let's see. Looks like they added an Ascension tournament, too. Held every 60 years. Alright. How to do. Great, thanks for the explanation. So it looks like we will register disciples for this. Ah, neat. This is definitely new. Awesome. So it looks like we can participate in a tournament. And maybe collect some interesting items. Looks like elixirs, spellbooks, weapon chests. Maybe even excellent weapon chests and armor chests, too, if we're good enough. Interestingly, there's multiple slots on either side. I'm trying to remember. I think Ascension 10 would be the lowest, right? I can't remember. We're Ascension 1 right now, so yeah, I think it is the lower numbers the better, right? It could be the very opposite, though. Anyway, we'll just go over here on this side. We only have one Ascension person, so cool. Well, I guess we'll find out what that's like in 60 years. It'll fly by. Don't worry about it. Anyway, the other thing that we can do here is attack a demonic boss. So let's give that a shot, I guess, right? Yep. So we have to attack the boss with all our might. It's basically just do as much damage as you can. You can't actually be defeated, quote unquote. It's just it times out. It might have changed, but I guess we'll see. So this is the Death Tomb now. All right. So they did add some things. We have the Death Wraith here that we're fighting. Oh, okay. He's actually using the same aura that Zeikai is using, I believe, which is the demonic aura. I think that's what it was called. Maybe it was something different, but... This guy stacks his attack by 5% each time, forever. Huge purple blade energy things causing high damage to us, sadly. Summons wicked shadows. When they die, I guess he gets an attack buff, so that's not fun. And then let's see. It instantly restores all HP after being defeated, and then increases its max HP by 3,600. And that's just kind of how it scores how well we do. So obviously, the more times we can knock him out, the higher the phase count is. So it looks like, yeah, all of this has been translated. So kudos again to the dev. They've obviously, while the game is still in like really early development, it doesn't make sense to spend a lot of time doing the English translations for them because things are changing constantly. All right, perfect. Yeah, so Zay and Xunying were doing some dual cultivation. That's where they spend alone time. Happy time, I guess. And work on their relationship, among other things. We'll leave it at that. Apparently, though, now we can actually start a lineage. So dual cultivation has another purpose. Let's see. We should probably bring Mei Ping. People with good armor, at least, should definitely get in. Looks like that's it. Yep. Alright. This guy's a condense. Yeah. That should be fine. Alright, let's give it a shot. Yeah, we're not, like, obviously, I'm still trying to get reacquainted with the game. Ooh, look at this guy, though. These guys just running in here. It doesn't look like we have complete control over the camera, but... So, we can spend energy to gain more energy speed, so we can gather energy faster. Energy is what you use to summon people. Summon the beast is free, but to summon people you need more energy. So, what I've found in this game mode is that you're kind of better off just getting your energy rolling. Get your energy rolling, and then unload basically a bunch of characters at the same time. The reason is usually because they can't do a whole lot of damage, right? Because they just get cut in half like that. So, if you gang up on him, it tends to work a little bit better. Let's see. That said, we're gaining energy at 5 points per second right now. Next is 6. We do have 3.5 minutes in the upper left-hand corner, you can see. So we do have a little bit more time. I probably will do one more energy upgrade, and then we're going to start to actually fight him in earnest. We're also gaining, of course, healing abilities and whatnot from our artifact down here. So it's not a complete waste of time. Alright. So I'm going to summon these guys just a moment. We're good to go now. Doesn't look like they lasted very long anyway. Yeah. Doesn't look very good for us, but then again, I'm sure we could get a lot stronger. For all I know, there's all kinds of new gear that we can use to get stronger as well, so... Might make more sense to use attack damage spells, too. That's right. We can also spend energy to upgrade abilities. So all disciples gain strength, HP, very good. I think it was the right call to go up to level 5 and not keep going. We could gain more energy per second, though, if we did that. Let's do, yeah, Demolish. Demolish looks like it did some damage. Maybe. Master skill plus 150, or being attacked, the Sect Master has a 5% chance to summon a shield ghost. That sounds really good. I don't know how often the Master comes out, because I can't actually summon him down here. He just comes out on his own. It seems like we're just getting one shot repeatedly now. That's fine. What? Who is that guy? Oh, okay. Fatal error. Alright. We'll load back in here. So, as you can see, the game is still buggy. I probably shouldn't have clicked that. I noticed there was something wrong with that. It cost 650 energy, which obviously we couldn't even possibly achieve. It let me click on it though, and it was at that moment I knew I messed up. Anyway, I don't know if it actually even saved anything. It seems like it may have. So, perhaps. Looks like we have Long Live, which adds a certain amount of lifespan to a random number of disciples each year. Oh, these are Sect bonuses that we've unlocked while playing the game. Apparently the same thing with Aid Cultivation, so... Sect policy cannot be announced now. I guess we have 10 years before that happens. Hopefully we are still registered in the tournament, right? Yes. Okay, yeah, we are. So, looks like the game did save. I guess we're not going to get the rewards for fighting. Looks like there's also world quests now that they've added. We haven't learned of any yet, but maybe we'll see those soon too. So definitely quite a few things going on here now. The main thing that they added, I believe, I don't know for sure, but I think we can... make babies now. So, let's give it a shot. Let's see, what does it say? Illusion entrance closed, new secret realm appears. Oh, okay, that's just the regular types of dungeons that are available to us now that we can do if we want. Oh, that's fine. Insufficient, so we need energy craft tower. Oh, okay. The guy here is reading, so he's not actually providing energy to these workbenches. No big deal. And no one is working here, apparently. So we'll add a task for that. Provided we have a spare cultivator, they will come along. Yeah, Mufuli is coming over to take care of that right now. I believe we can also hire new people too. We can look over the candidate list. Apparently we can set a favorite icon, perhaps, next to their names now for some reason. So, let's see. Combat. If you click on combat, it will actually tell you what the combat traits are. Assignment traits would be like for, I believe, this is how it worked. Assignment traits would be for like managing work in the sect. So maybe you might have someone that's good at like cooking or mining stone and stuff like that. But if you go into the combat section and you see combat traits, then these are people that are, you know, built for fighting, right? Seems like a lot of our options just disappeared. This guy seems pretty strong. Bai Yi Nan. He's got Inferno, which I don't actually recall. He's also got a good Taoist body. The Taoist bodies go from, I think, green to blue to purple to this orange, orangish brown. This being, I believe, the best. And then also the same colors here are... it's the same for the traits, too. So this guy seems like a pretty good fighter. I'll accept him. Unless we're full. No, we have plenty of room.
我听不懂你说什么。
Okay, apparently it did work. Just had to let it go for a bit. Yeah, so obviously a little bit buggy in the game still. They're working, I'm sure, to resolve all these issues that they have right now. We've already spotted two. I don't recall having any issues like that while playing in the past. There were some issues with like burning spells that came out of artifacts, I recall. That was a big problem for a while. I don't know if that is still an issue, but thought I would mention that. We can, of course, also submit spare supplies to other sects in return for bonus prestige and affinity with the sect. So in this case, we're helping the Paradise Sect and the Soul Temple. Apparently, we tried to cultivate a 50-year mist fruit. It failed, and we only got a 10-year mist fruit. Somehow it de-aged when we went to pick it. Don't ask how. Yeah, we do have these columns too where we can worship and gain and turn our potential. All of our cultivators gain potential throughout their lives to improve. Basically, we can convert those into stats, basically, by worshiping at these rocks. So you have to decide which rock you want to worship at. Do you want more attack with your potential, attack speed, defense, etc. I do remember these peaches. Yeah, you use these to boost your cultivator's XP. What was the name of that new guy? Maybe we can give him, let's see. Yeah, Manage Disciple. I suppose we could do Stage. Bai Yi Nan, there we go. So this guy is a Refining Cultivator. I think that's the lowest level option right there. Yep, that's the guy. So we'll feed him...
这件事我一个人就能解决。
We'll give him a gift, and if we give him these peaches, he should level up really quick. Oh yeah, so you can right-click them and give him 21. He instantly hits the breakthrough point. We can tell him to do a superior breakthrough, so he'll gain Axe Mastery. Sounds good. Let's head in the Tribulation platform. Now, we actually have to go out and collect these materials that the cultivators use to perform these breakthroughs. Obviously, as you can see, our village has a lot of stuff running now that I mostly remember, but it's been a while. We're gathering Ancient Wisdom. I believe that's for research. Let's check the research hall to see if there's anything new in here. Obviously, I've unlocked a lot of these already. Academy. Men and women's affection for each other is a common sentiment, leading to more descendants in the clan. We need to build an academy for these sects' future to teach them skills. Gotcha. So we'll begin learning that. Apparently we're able to just click it and have it finished. Let's see, we can also build whatever's foresight. This says, standing high allows one to see far, gives us a scout tower. so we can view the world from 1,000 miles away, apparently. Alright. It's cool. And then we also have the passageway. Entrance of adventure awaits world. We can unlock the Yejing passageway and the Jianghu book. Not sure what any of that is. Don't really care. We're taking it. The Elder Hall is apparently new. So disciples who have ascended to the immortal stage have had ancestral halls built by the sect for worship. Interesting. So yeah, that's kind of a common concept in ACS as well. When a cultivator ascends, they leave behind a mortal statue which we can worship for various rewards in the future. So that's cool. They added that apparently at some point. So we now have the Elder Hall too, and then also the Sky Palace. The legendary Supreme Building can only be built by the most powerful sect of immortal cultivators. Clearly we're not there yet because we're missing 3 items. Okay, oh. Yeah, the tooltip, I'm not clicking anything, and the tooltip just disappears periodically, I guess. It looks like we need to, it says at the bottom, defeat the Mars sect, the Fuso sect, and the Vulcan sect. Cool. There's also a combat section in here too, so let's look at this really quick too. Nope, same things from here too. Excellent. So, in here you can build buildings, I recall. Here's the passageway to go to the Yejing of Adventure. Yejing of Adventure. Signs. Oh, we can assign disciples to produce the Yejing token. Alright, interesting. We want to make sure that this is within range of, let's see. There are set up throughout the sect these things, repair stations, so we just want to make sure that we have it next to one of these, or at least within range, I mean. So I guess let's put it right there. Alright. Here's the scout tower. Disciples can explore the realm automatically. Interesting. I think we have these repair towers all over the place, right? We should. I guess we can look at these buildings. Are they breaking? They sort of are, aren't they, a little bit? Not a lot, though. I wonder if we actually don't have one around here. No, yeah, we have one right there, so... Okay. Apparently they're keeping up with it, so I won't worry about it too much. We can put the, yeah, scout tower, like... right there, I suppose. Yeah, so we also have the Academy. Sect can grow by recruiting disciples and nurturing the next generation in preparing to advance this for the Sect's development or something like that. Each job position increases offspring growth by 5%. Dual cultivation significantly increases the chance of pregnancy for women. Let's see. Disciples can also develop feelings for each other and become pregnant. Cannot work or fight while pregnant. And then number 5 is will not become pregnant again within a year after giving birth. So these are all sensible things, by the way, if you don't know how the human body works. It is kind of an interesting concept, though, because in a lot of these Chinese, like, anime, they call them dangwa stories, you know, manhwa as well. The cultivators didn't really engage in that kind of thing. So it is a bit interesting that we're able to do it in this game. I think it's a welcome idea. Obviously, it doesn't really conform to the standards of the lore. Basically, cultivators, people that are in these advanced magic civilizations and whatnot, have kind of transcended beyond the whole idea you know, giving birth and dedicating your lives to supporting that creature and whatnot. That's all beneath them. You know what I mean? Leave it to the peasants to create new humans, right? Is kind of the way I think it works. Anyway, interesting. So the academy sounds like a daycare. We can assign, I guess, people in here. Oh, check their genealogy. So that's cool. We don't have anyone yet, so I don't think we need any educators. So yeah, that should be fine. And then we also have the Elder Hall, which enshrines the remains of ancestors. We'll put that over here in the cultivator area, if we can find room for that. I guess we were kind of running low on space, huh? These are pretty much unnecessary, so I'll remove one of these. Demolited is still a thing. I do remember that. Alright. That's a good laugh, yep. Alright. Let's put it right there, I guess. I like the new visual effect of like steam, I guess, coming off of this thing. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But, they're building that now for us as well. Obviously, in the upper left-hand corner, you can see a rolling log. For the most part, I ignore this stuff, but it can highlight issues for you. Usually with the red stuff. So, if you hit space, you can pause. Several reports that Streamat has low durability. Unfortunately, I cannot click on Streamat. So I have no idea. Like, where is the Streamat? Yeah. No clue. Could be somewhere over here. Hard to say. What is a Streamat? Maybe that would be the good thing to start with, huh? A Streamat is built according to the natural principle of yin and yang interdependence. It can assist in cultivation and meet dual cult. Oh, this is the dual cultivation thing. Yeah, there's the Streamat. So apparently we don't have a repair station that meets this spot over here. Yep, that is true. So let's build one then, I guess. Let's see. Apparently we can make Zen sites now for cultivation. Or is that the, We do have paradises. We found that no one was using the paradises for some reason. Sadly. Statues make the funny noises. I can't remember where we actually go to cultivate now. Maybe well, we have 0 of 99 built, so we've never built one of these before. I'm not sure that we need to. We'll hold off on that for now. Let's get back to repairing the place, shall we? Let's not fall completely into disrepair. You know, right after coming back to playing the game, right? This looks like it will suffice, so I'll put it right there. Right, so these are the special rewards that we gained from other sects that add these sect-wide buffs. So I do recall that. Alright, and we might have to build an agency task for this as well. Once we have it built. Agency, yep, there we go. We might need to collect more disciples. We're obviously 30 low on disciples. So one person has a single assignment trait. Looks like all we're finding are combatants right now, so we'll hold off on that. Obviously, the candidates will walk away after a while if we don't, recruit them. They will move on, and new candidates will show up in the list after a while. So just basically check it every now and again. Firefly grass improves the apron, but the apron's right here. I don't think these are affecting it, huh? Maybe they added a range to it. So move these over here. There we go. So now it should be within range. Hard to say. It doesn't really look any different. Improves the efficiency of apron. Maximum effect stacking is 3. Should be good. The Joyo Sect, I do recall this name. That they also want to attack. We could also tell them to come back again 15 years later. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm just gonna fight them. I think, honestly, we probably only need a couple people. We might not even need people. Let me bring 5 total, just so we have some options in case. Juyo is also one of our main guys that started with us. I think he was one of the original 4, I believe, of people. 3 or 4. Chunying was with us as well. It might have been just us 3. Zay, Chunying, Juyo, and that might be it. Anyway, let's fight. So, yep. Zeika is gonna run out here, obliterate their animal, no time. The dude, I think that was the Sect master. He just got 1 shot. So Zeika is still ridiculously strong. Might as well hire, tell people to come in here so they can gain some XP, basically. Zekai does seem to take damage now, which is at least, it's actually a welcome change, really. Because it means that at least we can't just steamroll anymore, right? So maybe they've gone through and balanced things a bit. We're still steamrolling things, but it's just less of that, I guess. Good. So, yep, some folks got some XP. That's the most important part. So apparently this demonic boss is challengeable again. Maybe, oh yeah, because it didn't actually account that first attack. So let's try it again. This time, if I see a disciple with like a ridiculous cost, we will just not click that one. Alright. Try to be a little bit better about summoning the beast repeatedly too. The first 5 waves appear to be pretty cheap. Alright. So again, yep, we'll get our energy gathering up so we can spam even faster. It's like an investment, basically. That's the way to think of it. Fortress might be nice, or Stamp Area, actually. Let's try that. Stamp Fury will drop their attack, which... yeah, they kind of hurt, you know. It appears Zeikai does come out periodically to fight the guy. He's holding his own pretty well. Numbness works on this guy. We'll try it out. Obviously, numbness will paralyze a foe, so they will just stand still for a bit. Kind of thinking it won't work on a boss, but we'll see. We will go up to level 6 this time and see if this works a little bit better for us. Alright, so now we'll store up energy again. Actually, let's look for upgrades. Yeah, the shield ghost thing, we'll start with that. Obviously, we want to make sure that we do have the Sect Master out of the field before we summon everyone else. There he is right now. We don't... oh, did he just fall over? We can summon the tiger as well. Again, it also gets one shot. That was useful. Very useful. Alright, and then, yeah, we don't have any more. Interestingly, it looks like paralysis does work, so we'll try to use that in the future as well. Very good stuff. Master can gain some HP. I don't think that's really going to help. We'll just wait for the Empower Master ability, which is now. Yep. Upgrade energy gathering price. Upgrade energy... oh no, we don't need that. That would be to upgrade us further. We don't need to do that. And we can refresh the shop too and gain more stuff. A lot of dead bodies out here. I feel like we're doing worse than last time, if that makes sense. Yeah, so let's refresh. All disciples strength, Sect Master attack, all disciples attack. That's fine. And I guess the refresh cost does increase periodically, so have to be a little bit wary of that, if you will. Okay. Wait for the Sect Master to come out again and try to swarm, right? That's seems to work the best, at least it has in the past. I'm not sure if that's still the best strategy, but I guess we could keep summoning the beast, that makes sense. Apparently it just gets hit a bunch. Okay. That didn't work out that well. Yeah. The tiger doesn't really work out that well either. I should probably stop using him. Everyone seems to just get one shot, really. Looks like we do have poison ticking on him. It doesn't really hit for that hard. It's like why even bother, you know what I mean? Alright, okay, so we got to phase 20. We did 10 million damage, not bad. We even got some stuff for our trouble. I don't know how good that is. It's probably, like, not that good, but we'll see. I'm assuming we should be able to do a lot better than that going forward. We do have some decent gear on, but I'm sure they've added a lot more special powers and whatnot in the game that we could obtain and find and use for ourselves. But I think that's a pretty good spot to call it for now. I've had a pretty good taste of what the Lost Village is doing right now. I think maybe next episode we'll try to queue up some dual cultivation and see if we can get making babies. That's the best part, right? Of course, also, we have a tournament coming up, so it will be interesting to see what that looks like, but it is in 52 years. It actually does say up here 2.5 hours. So assuming that that's correct, like the normal time for the game, it might be a few episodes before we get back to that. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to playing some Lost Village. Might not be able to play it as much, of course, as we do Amazing Cultivation Simulator. I do have, work after all, right? But this is a great game. I love to see that they've added quite a lot to it already. I look forward to exploring to see what else they've added. So anyway, until next time, peace.